Alrighty, welcome back everyone. If you were expecting the next part of my knife video series, that's coming out soon. I ran into a couple of roadblocks with the handle, but we're getting there. So back in the day when my forge was a upside down lawnmower deck, I made a bunch of blacksmithing tools out of railroad spikes. Some of them worked alright, others like this punch, just, they don't hold up to the heat and I gotta constantly be redressing them. So the plan for today is just bringing you guys along and making a couple of punches out of this coil spring, which should result in some much more long-term tools. So I'll cut a couple of pieces off of this guy and we'll get started. So on the striking end, the end that the hammer will be hitting, I'm going to want a slight, very, very slight taper. For one of these, I'm just going to have a round punch, so the round punch will be something like this. This one's seen a lot better days, but just a standard round punch. The other one will actually be my first slot punch. So the round punch, like I just showed you, is kind of tapered in all directions, whereas the slot punch is just going to be in one direction so that I can, punch slots. Scale on the lip. I had a fun time. Ow. Ow. Wow, that hurt. So we got our basic shapes done. I'm going to go ahead and charge the camera and get a bite to eat, and I'll see you at the grinder. So I got the punches all ground and it's time to harden. And the problem with that is this is my quench tank. Don't be me. And in case you didn't know what I did wrong there, oil tends to catch on fire when hot things touch it, and plastic likes to melt. So yeah, I'm gonna be making a steel quench tank real quick here. Alrighty, time to see how watertight my fantastic welding is. Here we go. Nice. We appear to have sprung a leak. Alright, it's the next morning. I decided to call it a day after the fabulous display in welding. So I'm going to go ahead and grind the welds I currently have, and then maybe do a little more water testing, just figure out where I gotta plug some holes, and we'll be able to heat treat. Troubleshooting those leaks took the majority of the day. I'm pretty sure that's just the universe trying to humble me. I'm on fire today. I got these done in like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's cute. You know what? Try making a box out of some sheet steel.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe I will. Just, yeah, and then you just... Damn it! But I just got it wire brushed up, and I'm gonna go ahead and hide my welds. Just give it a nice aesthetic with a paint job is what I'm gonna do right now. Let's go ahead and do that. So we get it all painted up and filled with water, and she's no longer dripping. So we can finally get to what this video was supposed to be about and quench some punches. Alright, so exposed some of the metal so we can see the tempering colors. So we'll get this puppy up to about 400 degrees and let them sit for an hour or two, and we'll see how they temper. This is my ghetto attempt at seasoning the punches. I gave them 2 coats of oil, and now I'm just raising the temperature with the torch, keeping it below 400 degrees, but getting quite close, like 380, 390. And the idea is to just bake on the oil so that it kind of acts as a rust barrier. There's about a million better ways to do this, but I'm just messing around now. Alright, so I just got to the high 300s, and I'm gonna let it cool and see what we got. Alright, so they cooled off, and I'm actually pretty happy with how they turned out. Definitely think I appropriately seasoned them. They both have a shiny gloss type finish to them. It kind of looks like there's an oil coating, but it's not sliding off, not getting on my fingers. It'll probably wear off with handling and use over time, but it was a fun experiment, and I learned a new technique, so I'll take it. Alright, last step, we're going to go ahead and tidy up the working ends of these punches on the 120 grit belt, and they should be 2 working tools. watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. A lot of fun things are going to be happening in this channel in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. Especially if you want to see these guys in action, because my next video will indeed be including the use of these punches. Alright, again, thanks for watching. Have a good one.